Down to Earth Podcast. Yo, it's Down to Earth Podcast with your host Sean Myrie. Bless up, Dr. Umar event, Jamaican Canadian Center.
How do Americans look at the Canadian hip hop scene? Because I know like Kendrick and Drake, they went through that thing. And in media, they talk about a lot of things. But what is the perception? Like, do you think we have culture over here?
I do. Now, I don't know what most of your American African brothers and sisters are thinking. As far as the Kendrick Drake thing, my position is I respect both brothers. I don't really follow their music closely because I'm an oldies type of guy, 80s, 90s, and 2000s hip hop. But my biggest thing is, why am I paying attention to them? I'm not aware of any institution Drake has built for the community, and I'm not aware of any institution Kendrick has built for the community. So what we think about them for? That's how I look at it. How are they politically and economically relevant to black people outside of entertainment?
We appreciate what you're doing and how you came here. A lot of people came here, you know, the city needed that,
Yes,
especially
sir.
right now.
I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Yes, sir. We're not done either. We just getting started. If I had, say that again.
$1 billion convo you think the youth should have? $1 billion convo.
They have to be taught discipline, and they have to be taught investment, and they got to be taught knowledge of self, and most of all, they got to be taught unity. Discipline, investment, knowledge of self, unity.
Yes, appreciate that.
All right.
This is Down to Earth Podcast from Toronto. I would like to ask you, what do you feel about black leadership, where it's going, and what do we need to do to, make it better for our nation?
Okay. You want me to hold that on? Honestly, we don't really have any authentic, genuine black leadership. On the grassroots level, yes. On the regional and national level, no. Because most people who purport to be black leaders are under the control of the white power structure and they're financed by the enemy. That's not black leadership. I don't know of a leader on the national level or global level or regional level who has a blueprint and is actively trying to implement that blueprint with the consensus of the people and with a measurable program that we can actually evaluate and assess to determine if it's meeting the goals. So, we need leadership, not leaders. And that's the other piece. Let us come together and create leaders, men and women, elders and youth. I want to see a leadership team in Toronto. I want to see a leadership team in Montreal. I want to see a leadership team in Calgary. I want to see a leadership team in Nova Scotia. I want to see a leadership team in Ottawa and Oshawa. We need leadership teams that are tied to a council of elders who is able to check their ego and check their behavior. Black power.
Thank you. Down to Earth.
Appreciate
Marcus
you.
Garvey, my father educated both of us about Marcus Garvey and black, black Pan-Africanism.
Yes,
what do you feel about Marcus Garvey? He's not promoted enough. A lot of people don't know who Marcus Garvey is unless you search for it. So it's part of the education, I'm thinking.
That's true. But we have changed a lot of that. My work and the work of other Pan-Africanists, I think Marcus Garvey may be more well-known now than at any time since his passing. But we still have a lot more to do. But wherever I go, I'm pushing the gospel of Garveyism, but it's spreading. People are texting me every day looking for the books. What do I read? They're hungry right now. But once we start showing them some measurable Pan-African progress, everybody coming back home to Garvey's Pan-Africanism. We just got to show the work.
And how do we show the work?
Well, remember now, when Marcus Garvey built the Black Star Line steamship, that's what gave him the millions of followers. When they saw that this black man put a ship on the water to engage in trade and transportation, it overwhelmed their minds and everybody came to Garvey. The point that I'm making, nothing succeeds like success. And if we want to get our people's attention, let's show them that we can win.
So right now in these days, how do we show them? Because
you got to organize and build institutions and industries just like Garvey. There's no other way. It's no secret. There's no secret. In the words of Marianne Shadd, one of Canada's greatest daughters, less talk and more work.
Yeah. Respect, man. Respect for that.
Bless.
Bless.
Peace and Pan-Africanism. This is the notorious RBG, Dr. Umar Ifatunde, Black America's #1 certified school psychologist, and I'm hanging out with Down to Earth Podcast, Jamaican Canadian Association, Toronto. We in the building. Down to Earth Podcast. One love, family. Yes, sir.
You're done. Thank you. It's been an honor.
D2A.